And we're live on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What the fuck, Chuck? I am your hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Venus. I am your spiritual healer. Oh God, I'm gonna puke. Healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, messenger of God, child of God, evangelist, North American Sybil. I am the Lilith reincarnated here on a Friday. What the fuck? What the fuck? In order to keep up with me, you and I catch what I just posted on my community page. I couldn't even breathe it in. I was like, oh my God, Becky, are we talking about Eminem? Oh my God, Becky. Give me a second. I knew we were going to pull some cards. I had so much already on the deck, I thought I'd do all kinds of different teachings before we got to a shadow. A shadow of himself. Is it himself or ourselves? Was he living the lie or we're living the lie? What is the lie? I saw the sun. No, my God, Becky. What happened? Okay, well, since I'm on my knees, just like he likes it. Oh, there's Kobe. Welcome to the party. It's a party now. Thug life. We're all in here. That's exactly what was happening. I was jamming some music, right? Talking shit, trying to hold my shit together like I always am. And there's a playlist, and I'm laughing. I'm hella laughing. I already am talking shit. Why am I talking shit? I'm wondering why all the boys is quiet. And they're like, because you called them all faggots last night. And I was like, oh shit, that's hella funny. And I started laughing, and then I heard myself laughing, and then I knew I was doing that SpongeBob laugh, and I looked like that crazy lady in the car from the Addams Family, the second one where she kills her husband, and she's sitting there pretending to cry but laughs real hard. I do that, and then I start laughing real hard. It's like, fuck the faggots. And then I put this whole post on it. I was laughing. Forgive the language, dude. I addressed that word in the fucking video last night and why it's so inappropriate to use. But anyways, I'm in the spirit. You know, when you're in the spirit, you know, and you're letting your balls hang out with the boys, it's just some shit comes out. I'm never going to get off my knees. Am I praying for forgiveness or opening my mouth? You ask me. Ask God what I'm doing down here. I'm never asking for forgiveness. Just kidding. Just kidding. That's exactly what I did last night. Anyways, going back to it. Anyways, I'm sitting there laughing, and then I see fucking Marshall's song come in, and they're like, "Don't forget the junkie." We went, what? What'd you call him? Yeah, junkie. And it was just such a flash in front of my eyes. What happened? It was like Jesus and the 12 disciples. It's like, you're right. He was a junkie that beat his wife and made a fucking career off of it. And as quick as they said it, I realized like what I mean about the 12 disciples is I saw my attraction to these really like attracts like, right? So we like people that have the same background as us, but it's the background that we're running from. You know what I mean? They have the same shadows. They've been through the same things. They have the same hurts and pains and sufferings. In essence, you want to say that you like people that are, you know, like attracts like, or misery loves company. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you're looking for your peoples. We'll leave it at that. But if you don't really overcome it, then you always keep attracting it. And that's what the reprogramming and the rehealing is saying to yourself and to the universe that I want better. I don't want to keep hanging out with these type of individuals. And in the essence, okay, so there's that part where you stand apart. But then, you know, as me, as the priestesses, I have to go back in for those individuals and teach them how to get out. But that's not the situation with, you know what I mean, the fallen. They're showing you that they're the archetype of specific, if you deemed it a sin, but we'll just call it a shadow. Jesus hung out with fucking, you know what I mean, with drunks and killers and fucking, you know, prostitutes, as they try to say she was no such thing. But in the rest of it, it's like all the dudes were hella dirty. And that's how all of my dudes are. They're hella dirty, and they come from a dirty background like me, and I am accepting of that. I'm accepting of them coming from the same background as me, but I don't accept anyone from my background, and that's like me, right? I'm so accepting of them. But that's not fair, because they exhibit it, and that's what the thing is they show us they're exhibitionists to what you call sin. The fall of man. All of them, they really are. You put these people in power and shit like that, and I'm here to, God shows, what I mean? They show, I just narrate what you're not seeing. I never there's no imagination, dude, you see it. In essence, why didn't we see that Marshall's nothing more than a fucking junkie? His whole career is about doing drugs, and he hangs out with people, and every one of his songs is about how cool it is to do drugs. To get drunk and do drugs, and to hate people. Why would I accept that from him and nobody else? And we give him honor for such things? It was my decision to get clean. No, it wasn't. Honestly. You know what I mean? No, it wasn't. And then you want to, you know what I mean? If you were clean, you would do something about cleaning up the problem. You're part of the problem, bro. In all of your songs, you still sell the fucking shit. And I had every reason to go fucking ballistic on your bitch ass about, you know what I mean, pushing some gin and juice. And that's where it was. Your shadow is you're a junkie. You're a junkie, bro. And you blamed your mom. My mom gave me and my brother crack before we were even 14 years old, bro. I'm not a junkie. I didn't celebrate that life. I didn't fucking make it my whole fucking life and shit. I walked away from the life and the family that had anything to do with it. Every one of your fucking friends are on drugs and alcohol. Every one of them. And I love the end of that song where it's all, I'll be in a fucking seat babysitting Haley's kids while she's out getting smashed. Why? Because it's your family fucking tradition. It's alcohol at every one of your gatherings. Was there no alcohol at her wedding? Why didn't she drink? Because she was fucking pregnant. Like I told you in that what we were talking about. I was talking about what I thought would happen, and it was already happening. How quick till she has a baby? Tries to create a new family. Exactly, that's what she was doing. I was talking about the now. Who are you now? Who are you now, Marshall Mathers? Are you not just some fucking junkie rapper? Some washed up rapper on his 12 steps? What? It's your 17th year, sober? You still hang out with junkies? You're a bunch of junk. Your music's all about it. You're all about being a junkie. That's what your last song was about. You laid out on the floor fucking overdosing. This is what we call an ego death. Welcome to Friday then! Saturday, Sunday, new people. This is what happens. I tried to warn you yesterday in my videos. What happens? God opens your eyes, bro. He takes you to the happiest place, and that's where I was. The happiest place, all having fun and everything. And he shows you something that you never saw before. And it shatters your whole belief system, the way of living, the way you saw your reality, the way you see other things. And you have to fucking grieve this loss of this imaginary way of life that you lived, this lie that you lived, in the way that you believed before this vision. It's going to take a while, and your fucking emotions are going to go very up and down during this time, right? Talk about 12 steps of grieving. Don't turn to drugs or alcohol like the junkie we're talking about. That's what it is. He blames it on losing proof. He blames it on his childhood. What do you blame your fucking drug addiction on? Nobody. You say it with your own words. You liked it. You like the feeling of being fucking high. And I was in love with a junkie. It was my reality. I wanted to marry a junkie that beat his wife, that didn't raise his own kids, that does nothing but sit around and hang out with fucking washed up rappers. Was it really about you, or is it really about me and how I needed to change the way I see things so that I can see, you know what I mean, go in a better direction? In essence, stop having hope in a junkie that they're ever going to get better. Is that a basic lesson that anybody should learn? You're like, he doesn't do drugs. He's still junk. He still hangs around with junkies, bro. Not to get them out, but to keep himself in. He likes the crowd. He likes being around people that celebrate such things. And that was the fight. I'm not proud of it. I'm proud that I overcame it, and I'm here to help other people. It's not fun, bro. Isn't that what your last song said? Playing both sides, huh? It's not fun. What do you stand for? You stand for pain and suffering, rage and fucking anger, jealousy, envy. You stand for all of that. Every one of your albums, bro. You thought it was going to be Russ, but I really couldn't say anything about his words. First off, I didn't actually understand what the story he was trying to tell in that. He was talking, and that's it. And all I could think to myself is, there's no way he's going to keep this pace on stage. Meaning I could hear the fucking chop and screw of where he started, you know, and re-stepped. And I just didn't listen to his words. At the end, I had nothing to say to him other than, where's some free tickets, and I just don't like your flow. Did it sound like rap to me? No. It just sounds like words. It's the same as, Mike's music. I literally, it's not like fucking Royce, where I have to literally pause it to understand what he's saying, because he's talking so quickly. You know what I mean? I call him a laser rapper. And that's not even what it means. Like, Marshall, it's not about being faster than Marshall when he does all that, you know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah. It's not that. He goes with the flow in a laser form, bro, where you have to, like, either be on laser focused with the tune or you can't keep up. These guys they're just a frequency on the music. I'm more hearing the fucking melodies than I'm hearing their words. I'd have to actually, like, somehow, you know what I mean, remove the music to hear. Not even that. I don't care what he's talking about. I guess you go in bias and you're deaf to it. I'm like deaf. I sat there and gave him my first view I was in his thing and I watched it and I'm like, what the fuck was that song about? I literally don't know what the fucking song was about. And in the essence, I guess he showed someone that he could keep up a flow. But I don't know what the fuck he was flowing about, bro. And I stood back and I was like, does this constitute rap? I was like, I guess he's rapping. What the fuck was he rapping about? I don't know. Will it get on the radio? No. Then leave it alone. And that's it. That's all I said to him. There was nothing to say. I didn't wake up this morning on go fuck your life. But I laughed that fucking Busta Rhymes was there. He did it for my entertainment. You know what I mean? He really did. Just like the other day when I told him he didn't post no numbers and then he posted his album sales. He did it for my entertainment, I know, but you're entertaining a very gross situation. You're doing what your girlfriend does, bro. You know this guy wants to, like, fuck you. And because he's a powerful rapper, you're gonna accept the behavior on your page. Bro, he's not your friend. To say he's a fan and not work with you is weird too. All this conspiracy, all this shit is a conspiracy. All the truth is coming up about him, you know what I mean, having sex and being affiliated to the parties and shit. And while all of this is happening, he is all over your dick. And you're fucking sitting there making fun of it, but it's not funny, bro. It's gross. You know what I mean? That's what my ex-husband does, or did, or whatever. That's how it started. You know what I mean? He was entertaining guys that were, you know, going to give him some kind of financial gain. That's some gay-ass shit, bro. Whole gay-ass shit. Whole gay-ass shit. Confirmation. Anyway, so, yeah, Russ didn't really, I mean, I'm healed in that way, and if I could just be nice, and I did for a while. So, I mean, I did fully, I think. It's like, I'm not on Russ's dick. Fucking that guy is, bro. I'm trying to get on the... Trying to write a dick of my own. A dick of a different color. Jeez, what the fuck is wrong with you? And yes, I meant what I said. I don't know where your guys' dicks have been. I think you've been sticking them in guys' butts. Oscar, do you know what came to me last night? You. I saw you masturbating, bro. Why would I see that? Well, first off, you told everyone that's what you do when you're cleaning your chakras. Having one hell of a human experience. If I laugh any harder, you're gonna hear that SpongeBob. Oh no! Then God made me do that. Oh God! Then God hung me on the cross. Hold on, I'm not wearing any underwear either. He told me to reach out to fucking the girl, and I told her, God wants me to, connect with you, but I have my reasons, and it's in this video. Let me show you how I told everyone why I think you're stupid. I'm never... Let me go back to the Hermit card. I am so much better off. I can remember times where I'm like, just take my phone away. Please, just take it away. I have no need to be connected to this world. He's not a junkie. He has a junkie mentality, bro. That's crazy, though. That's what they want you to live in. He's a junkie. Oh, fuck, you're right. Did I put it on you? I put you... How can I take it off? How can I take this off after what they've shown me, which is the truth that you wear it? Is that your own shadow? Is that how you feel about yourself? Or you've never faced this shadow? Are we facing it all together? Come together! Right here. Over me. I mean, this isn't a circle jerk fest. Put your dicks away. This is serious. Here, Kanye, I want to taste. Dude, Boosie did you bad, bro. I said Boosie was a badass, and you went and said some shit to him. I told you Boosie was a badass. He told you something about the taste of your mouth, and you like the taste of dick. I told you the day before what your dick tastes like. This shit is so raw. I'm the worst. Do you know what Khalik is? The instigator, bro. Who's Khalik? I am Khalik. She's the wicked, wicked witch of the West. I'm not, dude. I'm not. This shit is wicked, bro. I'm just the goddess of hell, and this shit is funny. Alright, let's get into these shadows. Yeah, he's a whole ass fucking junkie. I'm trying to marry a junkie. Then you look at all of them, bro. What the fuck were you thinking? All I can do is slap my head. Not with your dick. With the word of God. What the fuck was you thinking? I didn't see it that way. That's what we call an ego death. Did you guys know that Marshall Mathers is a junkie? Don't spread the rumor. Then again, it's not anything nobody should not know. The proof is in the pudding. Oh, are you gay too? All these dirty butt jokes in the pudding. He puts the motion in the bucket. You got a lot of weird terms in your songs too. That's where it is. God will show you. He'll tell you. He'll show you a glimpse of something you never saw before, and then he'll sit there shoving it in your face. Evidence. All these red flags you didn't see. Red flag. Red flag. Red flag. Red flag. Whoa. You ain't been with a woman for how long? Red flag. Red flag. You want to join the boy band group from last night? I don't even know the name of your band. But all of you want to hold... Oh, God. They want to hold your... I mean, Russ shared a post about you yesterday. How'd that feel? How'd that make you feel? It made my skin feel weird, too. He didn't tag you, but I sure made you aware of it. Did you know Russ is on your dick today? Yes, he's on your dick. Whose dick is he on today? I don't know. Go check the comments. He be dick riding better than me. You see my feathers? Sorry, we're in the dark. I can't control myself. Why? It's just like fun in here. I mean, it's not. It's sad, right? Oh, he's a junkie. Meaning, he can't say no. That was always a shadow, too. I was like, do you have a problem with me smoking weed? Do you have a problem with me doing mushrooms? No, not at all. He's a junkie. All right, let's check out our... That's what we did. So wicked, bro. The fact... That's what makes me sound psychopathic, right? The fact that I just laughed through it. What else am I supposed to do? Cry? Laugh now, cry later. It's going to hurt later. I know. Right now I'm on that happy gas. Punchline. Write that down. Ha! I'm on that happy gas. What's our shadow? It's the awakening! Eat the apple, bro. Can you take this down, Johnny? See, I know it's going to get stuck right there in your throat. Swallow it. Don't spit. Swallow. Are you tired of blowjobs? He's not. I'm having too much fun. I'm going to die. Who gave Eve the apple? It was you. I mean, it wasn't me. I was just sitting there, and they gave me this great idea to go tell everyone that Marshall's a junkie. Can you accept this new knowledge in yourself? I can't breathe. I'm gonna die from laughing, you know? It's this light source that starts somewhere in my pelvic area. My stomach gets all tight. I think that's how I got my stomach so flat, to be honest. It's the, one exercise I do most. It pulls my whole stomach together. And I do this little crunchy crunch. And so my body's in this, little fetal, I'm sitting here, and then I do this little crunch. And the whole fucking thing is I'm using all my muscles to sit back up. It's a funny thing. One day, I'm not going to be able to sit back up. I'm just going to fall down. I tell you every day, I can't hold. You laugh at everyone's pain and suffering. I mean, pretty much, as long as, usually if they, not at first, but if they stay in it, yeah, you're an idiot. That's what I'm laughing about. I'm not laughing about, you know what I mean? I'm not laughing about what made him go to drugs and alcohol. I'm laughing about the fact that he thinks it's cool to keep talking about it. That he has nothing better to talk about. If you put them down into simplistic fucking sayings, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like Russ and his fucking... He did it for his mama. That's all you have to say about him. He did it for his mama. You ask, what's Bobby's? He did it for his children. Why do you do what you do? What's your excuse? What's your excuse, Kanye? Who do you do this for? Lewis, what's your excuse, bitch? Who do you do this for? Who wins with you losing? Loser. That's what happened. That's what happens. You love them and you see them in all glory and they're great people and all this great stuff, and you just don't see the truth about people, places, or things. And then God comes in and He just a quick glimpse of the truth. And you're like, oh my God. That's all that happened in my car. I'm sitting there dancing and laughing. And I see His song, and all I heard was, I didn't see, I heard. Don't forget the junkie. And then I looked up and I saw all His music, and I saw my attraction to losers, and I saw His current reality. And I was like, fuck. In the blink of an eye, it happens. You haven't even blinked. It happens so fast. If you could see how fast your brain waves move in the speed of light, they can go from one, you know what I mean? It's like, don't jump to conclusions, and it shows you jumping off a cliff. No, you couldn't even land in the water as fast as your brain moves. And that's why you gotta learn how fast this mechanism works. And I'm like, dude, I can go from this thought to this. And that was that thing I shared in my shorts. It was like, my fucking brain is a software system. And that's where it is right now. So I'm sitting here dancing, and all of a sudden we see on the top of the screen it says, don't forget the junkie. And then all these tabs start popping in. And then the final tab is current reality. And then we leave it, and it says, he's a junkie. Whoa. And that's what I mean about those red flags. It happens real fast. Oh my God, God, why didn't you show me this sooner? And then comes the red flags again. More of them. Why didn't you see this? You know what I mean? You weren't looking. And then you start hating yourself and all this stuff. And that's where I'm at too. Is like, I couldn't see Him for His worth. I only seen Him for what I wanted Him to be. Yet again. I couldn't see Russ of where he currently was. I saw him for the man I wanted him to be. I couldn't see the situation with me and Bobby. I only saw him as what I wanted us to be. And that goes back to the gate. I didn't even consider if you even liked women. I just saw you as, you know what I mean? Not Mike. Because he did that so early in the game, I couldn't even see him. I saw him as gay to begin with. It's not that you're not capable of being men and husbands and, you know what I mean, all these things that I wanted, that I thought you could be for me. I'm just realizing that you can't be what I thought you could be for me. And that's because you're in an unhealed state by choice. Where it comes to is my own shame. All of this goes away, and I'm set with the feeling of why didn't I see this? Why was I about to make the biggest mistake of my life? Why did I keep sitting around watching, hoping, and waiting? Because finally, look at that. Because I don't see who they are. I see them for who I want them to be. And then I have to see them for who they are and learn to love them through their flaws and everything. But it doesn't change the fact that I see that you can't be what I wanted you to be. And I have to love you and still make some effort to stay in your life because I love you dearly, but the detachment stops right there. The bus stops there. Did you see 2 days ago I said Marshall could have been all these guys, he could have been everything if he just left his career? That's not true. You always think it's just one thing. If you could just take this one thing, you know what I mean? I said the same thing for Russ. If you just left your family, you could be okay. Bobby, if you just left your wife, you could be okay. Fucking, you know what I mean? Lewis, if you just left the fucking job, you could be okay. That's not true. You can see one thing standing in their way that can make a huge difference in their life. But even if you remove that thing, they're still stuck with themselves. And they have to do exactly what I told her last night. It's like, you won't do what I'm telling you. You won't do what's right for you. And yes, it's hard work. And I show you how to do the work, but you won't do the work. And that's when I have to walk away. 2 days ago, I said that Marshall was the top pick. But then, what did they do on a Friday? No, he's a fucking junkie. Can he still be the top pick and a junkie? Yeah. But does that change the whole picture now? Can I still keep a picture of him and keep him in the light, but accept this darkness too? Yes. Can he accept this darkness and change it so it doesn't have to be highlighted in his light? I didn't give you that label. I never saw you in such a way. But now that I've seen it, I can't change it. And that's the same thing that happened to Lewis the day I saw him in Camilo Cabello's fucking video. These things just happen, and I can never see you the same way like I did before. And that's what it means to be asleep. The divine awakening is being awoken to the truth that you didn't see. It can be anything, guys. I do them all the time. It's just a quick glimpse of a reality that you didn't see. That's a layer of reality that's right in front of you that you didn't see. And you realize you were living the lie. But it's not. It's a reality that everyone lives. And you pull out of the matrix. You can't fully change it. I can't run around telling everybody he's a fucking junkie. That's stupid. Trying to, you know what I mean? The end of the world, you know, telling everybody that in those cards that this is about to fuck up America, call the weather station. They saw weather before I saw weather. I just know that how intense it is when I see it in my, you know what I mean, in my cards. Stuff like that. But it's like I can't, you know what I mean, sound the alarms and shit like that. But all I can do is walk in the truth. I can't save nobody, nor him. You don't want to tell people, too, what you've seen. Because, one, they're not going to believe you. They're going to fight this new reality. They're not going to accept it. You're looking for acceptance. You don't know what to do with this new truth that you've just discovered. And you have to process you know what I mean, yourself through it and walk through it. You can't just hide it. You can't just hide like you didn't see that. Like you didn't hear that. Like they didn't do that. And that's what came up in that video. Her and those chips. I tried to act like that didn't happen, bro. I completely acted like that didn't happen. I may have told my kids when I got home, but I didn't tell anybody that that was so, you know what I mean? Or that had happened and it had such a weird effect on me. And that's what it is. You go outside and people do things and you're very accepting, but you don't realize that it had an effect on you. And you just suffocated it and it's going to come back out. You know what I mean? If I don't say that what I saw now, then in the middle of a fight, I'm going to call him a junkie. Or I might continue to do that. I might use his shadows against him if I don't hold this together. And that's what happened when I started revealing my shadows. I didn't want people to know because they were going to judge me. If they knew I came from, you know what I mean, this background. And that's why it's so important to change. You can't say you're any better than your situation if you stay in your situation. And that's, I'm seeing Wolfman. You can't say you're single if you're all caught up, you know what I mean, on your ex. You're not living the single's life. Meaning you're open, available, you know what I mean, putting in effort, being receptive and taking action in a single's world. That's what that means. It's for singles. It doesn't mean lonely people that are stalking their exes, but those are the people that turn to tarot. And like he said, he stops in the middle of his video. He's like, if you guys would just take my advice. That's where you just have to stop. Like, nobody's listening. Fuck it. I'm just going to keep doing my job. Let me continue. The Divine Feminine Awakening. Happening today. I turned to Venus on 25. Today it's the happy face. This is where it happens. Where we talked about it. It's a conjunction of Venus and Saturn on the 25th, and it makes the happy face with the crescent moon of the new beginning. Meaning your love, the way you view relationships are being put to their absolute fucking breaking point. And you're going to start a new beginning. Did you hear how that just happened? What was my breaking point? What did I realize about all my relationships? I've seen them for what I wanted them to be, not who they are. I can be accepting of who they are, but they're not who I want them to be. And I can't keep looking at men like they're who I want them to be. Do you know why I make that noise? That's that Sagittarius. Here comes the fucking horse in me. Here comes the truth. Here comes the heat. Here comes the fire. I said that yesterday in my video. I'm interviewing you. Meaning, are you what I want you to be? Are you what I want in a man? Is what I was doing, what I did. So the first time I looked at, damn, they're really running me through it right now. They're dragging my head through the dirt. Okay, hold up here. As soon as I came across Wolfman, there was the intention, the excitement, the invite to it, but right away I deemed him, no, you're not what I'm looking for. Keep working on yourself. You need to work on XYZ. Then God put him back in my face later, and I had this huge attraction to him. Remember that I tried to figure out, and then he became egotistical and all of this bullshit, and I had to go back into my own journey, whatever the case may be. Here we go. So now here we are, and I told you yesterday, not remembering what today was, I was like, I have a choice to make. Do I keep going forward by myself, on this self-discovery until I'm ready to take that new journey of a relationship, have a relationship, jump into an actual relationship, right? Now, in the essence of, are you gonna fucking go after Wolfman? There's a new relationship you can give a try. You didn't give it a try. You were very, you shut off to the actual possibility because you were still hurt about these last guys. You go and deal with the hurt, and here's the guy. Do you want to give it a try? So I reached out to him yesterday, but with today's revelation, it's like, am I just trying to make you something that you're not to? And I should just accept it as perhaps just inviting you in as the high priest. And that's where this new beginning in relationships happened, this revelation in the relationships, where Saturn faces Venus, where your relationships are pushed to their absolute limitations. And with the moon right there, the new moon, it's going to be, the last bit of light before the darkness, and then we go into the dark moon before we go into the new moon. So that means we'll be in a very dark phase, like we should, on a Saturn day, grieving in the darkness, but then the light of the new moon, and we'll start new on Sunday and have a new perspective about all of this. But take it in. It's my reality I'm sharing with you. I'm showing you how I have to face my challenges, but this is a reflection of something in your life as well. It's not that we can't love and accept people for who they are, but stop putting the roles on them of what we hope they'll be. I can be friends with them, I can be many things with them, I just can't be what I wanted to be with them. And that has to be okay. I was trying to navigate that with Bobby, because I was very extreme with him. I want all of you or none of you. And then I realized that just having some was good enough. Okay, well, how can I do this without the shame of, having this relationship, this quiet relationship? How can we do this? So I tried to navigate, perhaps play the friend game. All right, what do friends do? I was trying to work in, not connivingly, but I'm trying to navigate this. How do I have a relationship with you that's not physical, intimate, or overstepping boundaries, but still have a relationship with you? Tried that didn't work. So then I went back into the opposite, which was, I was like, well, if I'm going to do all this effort, I might as well get what, I want out of it. So that was it. But then going back to it, it's like, I want more than just this. And that's the whole thing, is like settling. I can settle for the way that you are and make a life with you and tolerate this stuff and deal with it and love you through this for, stick by my side while I'm working on me. I could. Or you could just do the job and come back when you're ready. And we can see where I am and where you are, and if I still desire such things from you. And that's the truth. I desired a life with men that didn't want that life. But what happened is I told them that they weren't fucking worthy of that life, so their egos flared up. I rejected them and dismissed them as they were not capable of such things. So they spent all this time trying to show me that they were able and capable of, and it was just a fucking joke, if you ask me. I perhaps shouldn't have been so raw and cold at any of you when I told you how I told you, when I rejected you the way I did. But I wasn't wrong. I told Oscar that his codependency, you know what I mean, and his lustful ways are a shadow that he needs to deal with. And that's exactly what came up yesterday. Look at what he did on his birthday. I can't unsee that, bro. I can't unsee you on that basic bitch's fucking boobs talking about bullshit all fucking on her TikTok. You can't unsee that. It's a one-off. You do it all the time. You just got caught. Your whole page and lifestyle is about that, bro. You're fucking powerless to bitches. You think you're powerful over them, but when you see the bitches, we realize it's you. You're powerless to bitches. You use tarot cards to get bitches. But once you got a bitch, you don't know what to do with her. Wine and dine and fuck her. That's all you think that women are for. And again, they're doing that because that's all it is. They came to fuck you, bro. They are in full understanding that you're nothing but a fuck boy. How can you have so much statue if that's what you do? You're a statue of what? A hard dick? Let me see. I bet it can make it fucking soft. In the essence, dude, it's like, you know, the Grammy goes to Marshall for what? Being a junkie? His music is junk for junkies. Like, fuck, my stomach hurts. I want to be like Marshall. My punchlines are better. And I don't fucking copy other rappers to put them together. Sorry, they never stop on that ass. Alright, what's the Divine Feminine Awakening? It's you waking the fuck up. I turned to Venus and love, and that's where I had to confess, you know, this awakening. Holy shit, wake the fuck up, right? What number? 14. I'm 30, I'm 31. Here we go. When you receive this card, it's a sign to awaken to your power. Eve tempted Adam to eat from the forbidden tree. And that's where it is too. Try this. He knew better. He did what that bitch said. Bitch, you do what I say. Right, Bobby? You don't get to talk to me. I thought about it. Did she see it? Is that what happened? I didn't realize. I never thought about that. You sent him a message at midnight. She probably saw it. Did she see it and that's why? I don't care. But in the essence is you can't talk to me because of her. Can't nobody talk to me because of somebody else. I'm just saying, you ain't got no power. And that's it. It's like you do whatever they say. You do what they say. You know better, but you do what the fuck they say. You ain't got no heart. You do as you told. Eve tempted Adam to eat from the forbidden tree, which sparked their awareness of sexuality, good and evil, and they initiated the fall of man. And that's what I teach you. Sexuality, good and evil. This story could be interpreted as the allegory of human enlightenment, ascension, and divine feminine connection to the spiritual realm. That's what happened today. It was an enlightenment and ascension, as I told you, the divine feminine connection that I have with the spirit realm. What they came up with? Punchlines, bro. They punched him all in his guts, like they always do with these punk-ass rappers. These cards indicate that you are growing into your power as a master creator. Eve is tempting you to tap into the knowledge within and become like the god or goddess of the earth that you are. The story of Adam and Eve is famous about the rise and fall of humanity in the Old Testament in the book of Genesis. Eve was born of the rib of Adam. She's just another version of him. A weaker version, if you ask me. You must understand, Eve didn't know God. She knew God through Adam. Eve didn't know who she was. She knew who she was through Adam. Adam was her leader. Adam was her God. Me and Adam were created separately, and we looked to God. I knew my power. Eve had no power. She was made of Adam. Her power came from Adam, and that's what made her subservient. She didn't have a female figure to teach her how to be a powerful woman until I came along. Hey, eat this. Don't give it to him! Damn it, you fucking dumb bitch. That's all that happened. I gave it to her. She shared the power with him, and in essence, became powerless again. Stupid. So stupid. That man is your God. That woman is your God. These people are your gods. You gave them the power of God over you. Meaning what? They know exactly what to say and do. Eve was born from the rib of Adam, and God told them to eat from every tree in the Garden of Eden. He didn't tell us. I don't know if the tree was there with us. The one caveat was that they were... Why would he tell Adam twice? God didn't have to tell you twice. The one caveat was that they were forbidden to eat from the tree of knowledge and good, knowledge and wisdom. The tree of knowledge of good and evil, and penalty of death. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. God didn't say he was going to kill you. God doesn't say stuff like that. He wrote this book. God doesn't say that. He would not say that to his firstborn children. If you eat this, I'll kill you. If I die, I'll kill you. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm sorry. Just give me a minute. Fucking humans. So stupid. You don't even know God. Why would he say that? Why would he say that? He kicked them out of the house, dude. So they could learn their lesson. They ran away and never came home. Sounds like a typical teenager to me. One day, Eve was tempted by the serpent to bite from the apple of the forbidden tree. Some theologians speculate that the serpent was Lilith in disguise. The persuasive servant said, "For God knows that on this day you eat thereof, your eyes shall be opened, and you shall be as gods, knowing good and evil." Eve obeyed the serpent, took a bite, and gave the apple to that dickhead. They were both punished by God and expelled from the garden. He didn't kill you, did he? He said, "Get out. Get out." Is that true? It's not true at all. He didn't kick them out. They ran away in shame. He didn't kill He didn't kill Judas either. He ran away in shame. It's not what happened. He didn't cast me out either. I ran away. He didn't turn his back on you. You're running away from him. Everybody is. This isn't true. I'm sorry I never told you that. But he didn't cast you out. Why would he? This makes no sense. God, we're never going to get past this card. He wants you to wake the fuck up. Okay. Though that's okay. At least my job's done early. He made this world. Let's start at the beginning. He made heaven, his first angel that he loved the most. Sorry. The stories, bro, they're just stories. Who told you this shit? His angel, his most favored angel of the Trinity. Who were the Trinity? Lucifer, Gabriel, and Michael. Raphael right there, definitely, because he has the power to heal. The power of healing needed to be so much more important after Lucifer. Why? They were brothers, dude. When his spirit was replaced in the kingdom, dude, it's just those three that sit on the, you know what I mean? They sit together as brothers. They always did, you know what I mean? In essence, it was a division that wasn't called for. It's like, why'd you leave home? That's all it is. He rose up against God. You guys painted this poetic war story that you want it to be. But he rose up against God, and that was it. No. Man and women didn't rise up against God. God created an earth. He created a whole kingdom for them. He didn't kick them out. They ran away from the kingdom he created for them out of shame for disobeying him, for their disobedience. They knew what they had did was wrong. And instead of atoning to God and telling them, which he already knew, they ran away. God created me and Adam first, this whole world, and I ran away from it. And that's my biggest story, is he didn't destroy me for what, you know what I mean, for running away from the world he gave me. He allowed me to go to other worlds, but then when, you know what I mean, when I caused havoc in those worlds, get too comfortable is what it was, really, not even havoc. I'd get too comfortable. This isn't your world. I made a world for you. Go back to your world. As he always does. Anyway, so that was the thing. But I didn't play well with others because of my dark feelings. That's all that was. He didn't stop me. You know what I mean? I'm in the tree. All-knowing and everything. I'm in the tree of life. You know what I mean? Where all wisdom comes from. Yajastro, it's the tree. All reality is in this tree, and all of the its very roots. The fruit of its tree breeds all the knowing of all the worlds. And they ate from it, the knowing, right? He didn't destroy me, and the tree didn't exist when I was there. And in the essence, he didn't destroy them. Why would he kick them out of the world he created for them? The garden. The world was theirs. They left. They left the kingdom that he had created for them and went to find their own way of life, as so did I. Lucifer, he gave him a world, just like he does. He gives the whole world to you. You can have whatever you want in it. You know what is right and what is wrong, based on the rules he gave you. And he gives you the whole world. And you run from him. You hide from him. When you make a mistake or when you break one of his rules, you think he's going to kill you. My dad's going to kill me. My dad is going to kill me. My dad's going to kill me. My dad's going to kill me. He's not going to kill you, bro. He's going to be upset. You know what he's going to do? I told you not to do that. Is there a consequence? Yes. It's called your karma. Does he want you to suffer forever? No, he wants you to learn learn from your mistakes and go out and have a good day. It's not like that, bro. It's a family. It's not like that. You painted this story that you were casted out. I show you as the goddess of hell. Go back. Go back to God. He loves you. He forgives you. He's waiting for you. He sent me to come get you. I don't like you. Go back to God. Get out. In the essence, it's like you're in your own house. You don't want to take his hand. You don't want to take the freedom. You don't want to take the chance. You don't want to take the risk. You don't want to face him. Again, that was me when I woke up and he said my name. I was so scared. He found me. What the fuck you mean I found you? What? We've been together the whole time. Why are you running from me? And that was what he said to Paul. Why are you hunting me? He was searching for God. That's what fucking happened to Wolfman. He was searching for the goddess. He just never expected to find her. All of you called in God in your lives. Did you ask God to come and make it better? And he sent me. I'm not here to make it better. Nor was Jesus going to. He came to give you the message of God, how to make it better. That's all I can do. But if you won't receive the message, then you're fucking making me stand in this pissed off situation for nothing. Why did I come down here? That's that song by Bozzy. Beautiful. He sent me from heaven to come get you out. I didn't break the chains. You break your own. And together we rise. Once you're out, I gotta go back in and get someone else. I can't break it. You're the one holding the keys. The keys to your own heaven and the keys to your own hell. I always say I'm the key master looking for the gatekeeper. Who's at the gates? Jesus, he's the one that got the gates locked. Anyways, I just wanted to say that that's what God wants you to know. Of course, like Adam's first wife, Lilith, this creation tale blames and punishes Eve for the fall of man and the first original sin, thereby aligning the feminine with the shame and evil. I broke the first rule. She broke the second rule. How many of you break rules? What did Jesus say? All's forgiven. Not like you think, though. In Jesus, you can be all is forgiven. If you accept his message, you ask God for forgiveness, you try to atone the best you can, ask people for their forgiveness and change your ways, then that's it. All is forgiven. Not by them, but by your spirit. You walk in the freedom of your spirit. You're a free spirit again. You're not damned by your actions. Forgive them, for they knew not what they did. God forgives you. How many times? Don't get me started. He's going to forgive you until you get this right. The lessons are getting harder because you're not paying attention. He's trying different ways to get you to understand, and that's why this is getting harder. It's like he's, you know what I mean? He can't get through your hard head. And that's it. Every time I try to, leave Marshall alone, I'll leave him alone, and then I'll go back, and they'll have to show me some more shit. Leave him alone. Oh, man. What is it? Ultimately, it's not the perfect guy you think he is. He's not better than any of these other guys. He's not going to be the guy that you want him to be. No more than any of these other guys. They might be that one day, but you can't sit around waiting for the fucking water to boil. That's where I gotta take my eggs and go put them in a different basket. That was a good one. Holy Spirit, I mean, you can only be sad for so long, and then you gotta laugh it off. Laugh now, cry later. It's time to wake up. I give you an hour. I really don't want to read any more cards. Could be a Scorpio. That's what I'm gone. And then there's you. No, and that's what it is you just have to accept these really fucked up realities, bro. And walk in this new truth that hurts. I didn't want to accept that you couldn't be that guy. We just don't want to accept the truth. We want to keep holding on to our hopes of a lie. It's not wrong to hope in him. It's wrong to live the lie, though. And sometimes the Holy Spirit's got to come and just really slap you in the face with some harsh, words. What now? Are you still trying to fucking get at the junkie? Ouch. In the essence of what's Marshall's music ever going to be about? He won't give up the job, so he'll always be pleasing the fucking... He won't... He's caught up in his addiction, and it doesn't mean that he's literally got a prescription. Stop rhyming at that guy. Again, I cannot rhyme him. I tried to challenge him 2 years ago. He didn't want no beef. I love you, dude. That's where it is. It's like you bend reality to make it fit your narrative. Like you just want things to look the way you want them to look. You want things to work out. You want them to be what you always thought they could be. You don't want to be wrong. You don't want to be wrong, because if you're right, then they weren't shit to begin with. And you were attracted to some ain't shit niggas. And that's where I said I just saw this vision of all of them at once. All the 12 fucking losers. Look at all these fucking losers. that you thought were better than you and that you wanted to marry and have kids with, and you thought they were great guys and that they were so this and they were so that. I put him at the top, and when I got to the top, I saw them all fall. I can't make a husband out of any of them, and neither could any other woman, to be honest. But that's not my fault. They have it in them. And as much as I want to be shameful about the type of men I'm attracted to when you put it in a pattern, I see goodness in people that I see what they're capable of, not what they are. And that's why I can see past your material world. You don't have to impress me. I'm impressed by what God has made inside of you, but that you're not truly harnessing the good and the bad. You know what I mean? Your childhood background in shadows is sexy to me too, but not when you stay in a place of suffering. I don't expect you to be any more or any less. I just expect you to get better. And that's, going back to Russ. Dude, all he needs is more ego. Someone to rub his fucking ego so he can get real high and then have that huge come down and do it all again in another, next Friday, new music. He's chasing this fucking weekly ego high. Just like Lewis. And even if he gets it, it's never going to be enough. He's a junkie too. They're a junkie to they all are. They're addicted. Their addiction patterns are so very obvious that it's like, did I ever really get out of my, the patterns of being around my childhood traumas, or did they just play out with adults my whole life? I'm still attracted to men that do nothing but fuck women. That's why you need to stay single, bro. We're just gonna keep repeating fucked up patterns. And again, I want to say that all of them came in, you know what I mean? This is where I just sit with my own self. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. This is all about me. My attraction levels, my fucking, you know what I mean? My codependency, my blinding, everything. This is all about me. How I can't just fucking see people for who they are, the people I attract to, the fucking ways that I act with them, what I expect from them. This is all about me and my relationships to men. You know what I mean? This is a huge, I'm seeing the happy face. It's not funny. They're laughing. Venus and Saturn conjunction. It's like you're pushing my limitations to the absolute break. These are all going to break into a million pieces right now. It's not that I don't see it, dude. I just know how much work it takes for someone like you to get there. And you haven't even started. And the ultimate is, are any of you going to walk away from the biggest things in your lives that are holding you back? Your careers, your families, your partners, your jobs, like all of this. Any of you. And that's what it is. People don't come for you know what I mean? They don't teach this shit because you don't understand this shit. You have to leave everything to come look for these type of teachings, and by that time you've already left everything and we tell you not to return to it. It's a much easier process when you've already fucking took the fucking journey to come find the teachings. You won't let go. Because just like we said about domestic violence and the patterns, it's like it's better to have something than nothing. But from nothing you can create something. You can't create no happiness where you guys are. You're just holding on to unhappinesses. Wolfman, you're in a fast track to nowhere, bro. As much as you want to pull the cards and say, I don't have any direction, you have no purpose in life. You don't know where you're going and what you're doing as long as there's a good meal and a girl on the other side. You're just as much as a flyby, take a picture of, a one-night stand kind of guy. I told you in the beginning I didn't like it, but then I learned to accept it and, love it, but I don't love it. I'm accepting of your ways, but I don't want to. I want more. And I can't change you. This is who you are. And I still am attracted and I love you the way that you are. You and Marshall and all of you guys. But I want more than this. I want more than men that want to, impress other people. That's all you're doing too, Oscar. With your travel channel. You just need some footage of something. You want to take pictures of some shit. You don't even know where you're going and what the destination is. If you're not on a healing journey, you're not on a spiritual journey, you're not on a journey to expand your enterprise or your families or anything, you're just that. You're the wanderer, which is my Fool card, as you say in Aries. Ready to jump into action and to anything, but not going anywhere. Just by the fucking, by this, you're just flying with the wind. Any idea is a good idea as long as you can, share that idea with the world. You guys aren't grounded. You're not rooted. And as I said that, you're not rooted in Christ is what I heard. You truly don't have a purpose in life. You're just trying to prove yourself to other people and, and Derek, I thought Derek was cute, but his mom made it very clear, you're fucking pathetic. You're a whole loser out here begging people to come onto your page and watch your content. Alright, Derek, I'll help you out. She's not proud of it. She is not proud of her son. But she has to accept him and love him and support him in his fucking ways. Be forgiving and understanding to his behaviors that he refuses to change when he knows better. I don't want to be your mother. I want to hang out with her. Someone that has that Christ-likeness, that can have that kind of compassion. I too am not accepting because I have to accept that type of shit all the time over here with these kind of guys. But I truly don't want a man that has a drinking problem and has to take mental health fucking pills because he won't deal with his mental health. And I don't want to be in Michigan in the fucking summer. In my mommy's pool. Do you see how I'm attracted to fucking losers? I don't see you as a loser, bro. But you're not a winner. I start to see your defeating behavior patterns, and I call you losers, because you can't win with this. You can't win with a fucking loser mindset, which is a defeating pattern, a defeating programming. You're trying to win at nothing. If Lewis got a trophy this weekend, it's nothing. It won't get him any closer to the one trophy, and once he gets that trophy, that means nothing. And that's exactly what you guys do with your music career and with your lives. It's just another picture, another way to make people... You're trying to maintain. You're maintainers. You're trying to maintain. There's actually no growth. And if you can, that's cool. Come check out my page. Come check out my new content. When his mother said that yesterday, dude, I died. Because that's what all of you do all day. Do you ever see me say like, share, and subscribe on my page? No, I tell you to get the fuck out of here and go do your work. If you don't like what I say, go fuck off. Go read a Bible. Go away. I don't give a fuck. I'm not here to be your fucking friend. God sent you over here to learn to catch his message because you can't catch it somewhere else. But in the essence, it's like I'm so accepting of the shit because I'm trained to. But I don't like to. That's that thing, bro. That's that meme. When you get home from work and you take your skin off and you're just sitting there smoking a cigarette, you know what I mean, in your bones. Like, get them off me. I have to fucking put on this suit of armor to go outside and face this shit. A fucking whole, you know what I mean, alien suit. Helmet and all. Just face you guys. The decontamination period after is unbelievable. Like, how do I get you off my energy? Sage and fucking rap music from a different age. It's not you. You're just trying to live your life and be the best at it. There's nothing wrong with you. You're trying to be the best of your peers. You're trying to, you know what I mean? You're trying to solidify yourself, validate yourself, and get yourself, you know what I mean, put in some kind of book. It's cool. I'm not trying to live up to other people, you know, other people's writings. I'm writing my own book. I'm breaking the rules and showing that it's okay to do so. As Lilith, that's what I stood for. I've always broke the rules and showed that I still was favored by God. That's what I stand for. I don't follow other people's rules. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean, get their validation. Every video you hear me say is I'm not about that life. I'm not mad at you for wanting so hard to live a good life, and that's what that life is about. I'm just not about it. I'm sorry that I wasted my time trying to pull you out of the best part of your life, trying to make you part of a life that you don't understand, that doesn't exist. A nothing life. It's the truth. I'm very aware of it. I'm trying to pull you into nothing, and that's what he said. You're the devil trying to convince me that the grass is greener in hell. You're in hell. The grass is on fire, and I'm trying to get you out and pull you into the darkness so we can figure out what the fuck is that fire outside of you. But yeah, I have a life of nothing. And I tell you, I love it. I love being in nothing. I'd rather be in nothing than in your creation. Because in the nothing, I can create my own reality. My own way of looking at the reality that you have. I can create anything from here as a master manifester. Out there, it's hopeless. The world you've created is hopeless. In here, I can create all great things. And I can take those ideas of a better world out to that world and try my best to make it, you know what I mean, to change it. I don't want to be part of your fucking world. I want to change it. I want to make it better. We're against each other in this. If you're not with me, you're against me. You're trying to build up the very world that I'm trying to break down. And I'm getting my feelings hurt real bad in the middle of this. I'm fighting for others. My lovers, my family. For God's people who are obviously are none of them. Because they love this ungodly world that persecutes and discriminates and limits everybody's ability to grow. They like that they're on top and nobody else can be up there, and they say it proudly with their words of how they're number one and you ain't shit. They like to show off how they've got great things and you do not. They're very ungodly, and they don't want me to create a world of equality. They don't want everyone to be equal, because that means they're not powerful. If they're just somebody, then they're nobody. I'd rather be a somebody than somebody like you. I'd rather be nobody than somebody like you. Again, it really doesn't have shit to do with you. You're going to go on and be the best you, get the Instagram you that you always are. It just changes my reality. And what it does is it makes me pull back real hard and work on me. I can't change you. I can just change me from my new truth. And that's it. Where are you going to go from here? I need to go work on me. I'm still not ready for relationships. I'm too accepting of shit that's intolerable for me, that's going to damage me. I could have made some big mistakes in my life. And that's what it is. You want to go forward so bad, but you don't know you're about to fuck your life up. God's rejection. You know, their rejection is God's protection. I'd fuck the shit out of Bobby if he called me. So God has to come in and say no. Why not? I have nothing to lose. I'm prepared. I have nothing to lose. You? Your wife? Your kids? Obviously not. What am I gonna lose? Why can't I do what I want to do? Fuck you. Fuck your family. Fuck everyone. Right? I'm not committing a sin by following my heart. You're committing the sin. Against what? Your fucking family. Go fuck your family. Go fuck that bitch. In essence, it's like, you guys want to fucking condemn me. Look at your shitty ass, fucking lying ass, fucking fake ass lives. And with that, I just don't need to be fucking around. There's still healing to do. If I'm still willing to fuck with low vibrational men, then I still need some work to do. None of them are any better than the other. They're all extremely unhealed. And I'm accepting and forgiving about it and ready to put my very healed, ascended family around some unhealed motherfuckers. For what? The idea of a relationship that they currently have never shown they're capable of possessing. Marshall couldn't handle one girl in his life. He's only had one girl. One. How the fuck is he gonna handle fucking, you know what I mean? In essence, he didn't raise his children. How's he gonna help me raise? He has no experience at anything. Neither did Russ. Neither, you know what I mean? What the fuck? Going back to, you know, even as fun as Bobby is, he has no spirituality. He thinks these are Yu-Gi-Oh cards. He thinks that I'm crazy. A man that takes psych meds and that's cheating on his wife thinks I'm crazy. Alright. Whatever you say, bud. And that's where it is. It's like, I let you guys put this bullshit on me, but it's like, you guys are stupid. Why do I have to dumb myself down, dude? And I do. Why? Out of desperation for companionship? It's called codependency. I will accept you and your shitty ways just so I can have a friend today. I can see past your fucking shitty ways. I'm forgiving, but I don't have to be accepting. There's the lesson to be learned here. I'm gonna leave it at that, and that's gonna be the title. Be forgiving, but don't be accepting. In the sense of, it doesn't have to be so cutthroat. Like, did you stop what I told you to fucking stop? No, I'm forgiving, but I'm not gonna accept this. Don't come to me in this, you know what I mean? Don't come to me in this way. I love you, even though you're a drug addict, but don't come to my house high. And as soon as I said that, it's like, a drug addict is always going to lie and steal. They might not be addicted to drugs, but an addict is always going to lie and steal. These guys are addicted, so they're always going to lie and they're always going to steal. They're lying about their addictions, which is denying their shadows, and they're stealing everybody else's words, in the sense of the ones that we say that their power is, you know what I mean, rappers and stuff like that. And no matter how you look at it, Oscar didn't teach any of this type of stuff till he started watching my videos. And all tarot readers, the same thing. You're a liar and a thief. What's the karma for lying and thieving? Hell. God will send you to hell. No, you're in your own personal hell because of your own shame. If anybody finds out that you're a fucking liar and thief, they're gonna hang you. So what do? Keep lying? Keep stealing? Keep pointing fingers at other people? Keep the fucking, you know what I mean? Keep the light on them so nobody puts the light on you? Marshall, you're still a junkie, bro. You hang out with junkies. I can't have a child with a junkie. Ain't that some junk? I really wanted your junk. Not really. Not really. He's got the biggest dick out here, bro. It's like 10 inches long. Like, who's gonna take that? Where am I supposed to put that? What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with it? Where am I supposed to go from here? Just the tip, huh? Russ. Oh. He's in that. He's on your dick. He wants all 9 inches of it. 9 3/4. Coming up. Hey, laters, gators.